is about. I've heard people say that, you might go crazy, or that the trail, you just kind of like see the same thing. It's kind of like you not really seeing a whole lot. And it's really like there's so many beautiful things to be seen on this trail. And if you're into the wilderness or outdoor experience at all, I think that most people are that want to hike this trail will have a great time. It's beautiful. And as long as you're taking care of yourself mentally and physically, you're going to have a great time. And I think it's one of those hike your own hike things. What people might think of the trail is not always going to be what somebody else thinks of the trail. It's just kind of like, and it's an experience case by case basis. Keep in mind that your plans could change, like getting to Carrie Lean 2 and seeing 12 people and knowing that I might have to hike an additional 2 miles or however many miles. So it's always a good idea to kind of look ahead of your goal and look in that area to see if there's other places that you can double back to or walk ahead of. I think that was very important. And just like if you're feeling like unsure if this is the right trail, just stop and look around. Or just like poke around and try to get a different angle and see if you can see that marker that you're looking for. It's definitely a takeaway for me. It's just to be patient and to look and make sure that you're like actually where you're supposed to be.
Very good takeaways that hiking mirrors in everyday life. So now we're going to wrap things up here. This has been an absolutely amazing trip through the Northville-Placid Trail. So a couple final questions for you. What do you always bring in your backpack? What are must-haves, whether you're hiking, on a day hike or you're doing a trail like this? What are a couple must-haves in your pack specifically?
Right. If I'm by myself, I really like to have my Anchor battery pack with me. I like to have just to know that I can charge either my phone or my Garmin Inreach Explorer. So that's really nice. And not only that, like it's a way for you to take pictures and to kind of document your fun along your trip. Another thing is I really love my pocket stove. It's not the big
Okay.
clunky jet boil that everybody else has or that a lot of people have. This stove is the size of your palm in length, and it fits inside of my can, as well as with a canister in my can that I can boil food in or boil water in. It's very light. It just screws right on top to a canister, and it was $10 on Amazon. So just kind of goes to show that like what you need doesn't always have to be like the name brand things. It doesn't always have to be the expensive top-notch items. Like a jet boil is great, in my opinion, if you decide to camp on some really windy alpine summit. But in reality, most people aren't really trying to camp there. You're going to want to, keep yourself disciplined enough to like keep yourself in an area where you can survive, I guess. I just figured I know that I'm going to need something light and something small and nimble that I can pack and that will do the job. So that's just my thing. I love my pocket stove.
Very cool.
$10 on Amazon.
Oh, it's awesome. So now you walked through parts of the Adirondack Park that many people will never see. So in your mind, what makes the Adirondacks such a unique place after your experience here on the Northville-Placid Trail?
I would just say that the most unique thing about it is that there's just still so much remote wilderness out there. And even the Northville-Placid Trail only sees like a small piece of it. And I think that's just like the biggest thing that like most people will know about the Adirondacks is it's just vast and like huge. And it's beautiful. There's so many different like areas that you can explore, like so many marshlands and lakes and streams, and it's just a beautiful park.
And now my final question that I ask everybody, why do you hike?
It's great exercise that often comes with a reward with either views or maybe even some Donnelly's ice cream
Oh,
afterwards.
God, we hope so. At all times, we hope so.
Yeah, Donnelly's is great. If anybody that doesn't know about Donnelly's, it's just past Saranac Lake on Route, was it 86?
And yes, and it is worth the drive out there. Trust
It's
me.
amazing ice cream, soft serve. It's like you can't like flip the ice cream cone over though, because you'll lose it and then you'll be sad.
And you'll always see, one or two splots on the ground of somebody who's already lost theirs off the cone.
Yeah.
every time you go. All right, well, Danielle, this has been phenomenal. Where can people find you online?
You can find me online at Chasing Trail. There's some underscores there, but if you type in Chasing Trail or Danielle Rootes, you'll probably find me. And I'm also on YouTube, where you'll find some videos of my actual day-to-day experience as well. So if this bored you in any way, you can go watch that, and hopefully you can enjoy that and see some more about what I packed with me.
All right. Well, I think that's a perfect place to wrap up this edition of the Summit Sessions. It's been an incredible time listening to Danielle take us through her entire trip on the Northville-Placid Trail day by day. I feel as if I just walked through the trail myself while I was sitting in this lovely giant chair that I'm currently sitting in. I definitely learned so much more about this trail than I knew an hour ago, which was amazing. So thanks so much to Danielle for taking some time to come on and talk about her Northville-Placid Trail experience. Be sure to check her out on YouTube, Danielle Rootes, and find her on Instagram at Chasing Trail. And if you're thinking of backpacking this trail, I highly recommend picking up the map, listening back to this episode, and following along via the map as you familiarize yourself with the route. And for more information on everything Northville-Placid Trail, or to get involved and volunteer on the trail, head over to nptrail.org. Well, that's going to wrap us up on this Summit Sessions, and thanks to all of you for listening once again. Be sure to check back soon for new mountains, new stories, new guests, and new episodes coming soon. Remember to always leave no trace, do the rock walk, and if you carry it in, carry it out. See you on the trails, everybody. Pure ADK is an online community and lifestyle brand that creates Adirondack-inspired apparel and goods. They're all about sharing their adventures and creating quality products that are a reflection of the outdoor lifestyle and activities we love in the Adirondack Mountains. Whether born and raised an Adirondack native or a frequent vacationer, we all have a common bond, those feelings and memories that the Adirondacks evoke in us. As a bonus for listeners of the podcast, they're providing a 15% off discount. When shopping in their online store, use the promo code 46podcast to redeem the offer. PureAdirondacks.com. Check it out. 46podcast. Pure ADK. Exploration Unbound.